Maybe it's not
That's
for
right.
everyone. Yes, it's not for everyone.
You're
but
right. You're
but
absolutely
again, it's
right.
like amplifying by being, and we do whatever we can. Again, no attachment to results. We don't know. I don't know.
Right.
But it's just like by being, by bringing, by sharing, and yeah, just keep planting these seeds. Just keep throwing these seeds. Who knows what will happen with these seeds?
That's so beautiful. That's beautiful. And I want to, just to thank you and for this time just to share these truths. And, a long time ago, I was part of a group when I was in my teens that were a spiritual group, a free philosophical group. And I remember hearing there, that a candle amongst candles is no good. We need to be taken out into the darkness, and that's
Nice.
where we shine light. And what you're doing is very very much that way. And for me, when people ask me as well, my love, why do you do that? I said because I can't begin to tell you or explain to you the pleasure that I get. I get high on my own supply. I don't, and when people say, well, there's no money in it. I said, but you have no idea what I feel. I'm smiling
Yes.
when you're not, so there are values that go far beyond anything else. And I think that, you're doing that, you're spreading it everywhere. And that's why, wonderful, social workers, medics, they go into places where you don't have enough money to pay them, and they do it out of love. And that's the payoff that I think people need to understand. I think the world needs to understand that. And when you understand those payoffs, it changes human beings intrinsically. I don't think everybody's going to be changed. I don't have a new world order that I want to bring in via yoga. I just think
Me neither.
that, yeah, I know. I just think that it's a beautiful thing when, you have people, and we cross borders in ourselves, the borders in ourselves, and they're the borders really that we need to stop policing and just drop them, let them fall to pieces. And I remember one time I was in New York, and somebody shouted out as I was walking across, it was in the Village, they said, "You're full of shit." And I had no idea who said it. And I thought, well, maybe I am full of shit, or maybe this guy is just having a really bad day, and I'm the first person to cross his path. So I didn't react. My ego, of course, wanted to pick a fight. Like, who the hell is this, and how dare they, and blah, blah, blah. So I think watching ourselves, just watching, stepping back and watching ourselves and our response is a great education. We have, the whole library of human wisdom inside of ourselves, and be able to see that and to share that, I think is a very wonderful thing. And you do that, my love. You absolutely do it. And I just want to say thank you to you for this time. And just please, I know lots of Palestinians here in London who will be watching this, and lots of Israelis and lots of other people too. I just want to ask you your last message, my love, to all of the people watching right now from where you are right now in Bethlehem.
Yes, it's the same message, the same hope I've been sending, speaking throughout this beautiful conversation, inspiring conversation with you, is to really take this time, again, connecting to who we truly are, and really nurture the seed of compassion and loving kindness towards ourselves and the world, the people around us. And again, it's the political freedom is essential, yes, but also freedom in the mind, in your choices, in your decisions. Like, you chose not to react to this guy in New York. You could have,
Sure.
but for me, this is freedom, because you're not on your autopilot mode working, automatically, but you choose your decision.
Yeah.
You choose what you want, your action. And this is freedom, being able to really have the option. And it starts with becoming aware. So I think my hope is that this whole pandemic is opening our eyes for us to become more aware of who we are, and then make choices in life, and maybe choices of becoming more compassionate and loving ourselves first.
Beautiful.
Compassionate with who we are, and then, see others as we are. And from what I come, my Greek Orthodox tradition, we are all created in the image of God, and this transcends and changes the whole perception and perspective of how we look at this creation. And that's what we say when we say namaste. It's the light. It's to honor the light within each one of us. And
yes,
really, I hope that we can come out of this pandemic with really more compassion and loving kindness.
Beautiful, beautifully said. And I want to acknowledge everything you've just said and support that. And I got one last question I want to fire at you. And
yes.
I just have to, because people go, oh, this is hell. This is hell. Oh, this is heaven. What is your perspective in Palestine, in Bethlehem? How do we create heaven or hell on earth? How do we individually do that in our lifetime without waiting for somebody else to do it for us?
No, I don't wait. Don't wait the savior.
Right.
It's back to it's we who create this heaven on earth or hell on earth. Whatever choice we make is either heaven or hell. Actually, as you were speaking, I remember we have a whole road from Bethlehem that connects Bethlehem to Ramallah called the Valley of Hell. So also, even like we look at this valley as a valley of hell. But it's totally a choice that we make. And again, it's by being who we are. We truly are. There's no, I salute all those who are working in different fields and the politics and trying to make this change. But also I honor individuals that take this courage to step out of, the comfort zones and challenging who we are, our perception of life, and even of heaven and hell. Maybe your hell is my heaven with the situation. Who knows? But it's just how we perceive things. That's it. That's what keeps me going. And we spoke about the money thing, and again, it's challenging to teach, and not get paid as you think you should, where ego goes like, I should get more. But again, it's a choice. It's definitely a choice of, where you want to be, how you want to see things. Hell or heaven is within us. And we create heaven around us when we see it. And just to see abundance again, there's a lot of, life itself is abundance. To connect to this source.
That's right.
It is heaven on earth.
That's right. It's amazing. And you're absolutely right. And, I've seen so many, I'm carrying on now because you've inspired me with what you're saying and how you respond to these questions. I talk about heaven and hell. I worked in Jenin, the Freedom Theater with Julian Amer. And I remember one time leaving, I was so inspired by, the Palestinian people, incredible. And we worked with the guys called the Bad Boys of Jenin. And they were young men. And I was going back to Israel just for a weekend, just to, get some supplies and stuff and bring them back in. And I'd done 2 weeks already. And he said to me, I said, I'm going. He said, where are you going? I said, I'm going just across the border and I'll be back. And he looked at me and he says, go, brother. He says, go and chill. I said, what? He says, go chill, but come back to us. Go to chill. And I walked to the border, Eilda, with tears rolling down my face. I thought, now I'm getting emotional. I'm thinking, this guy is in confinement and he's happy for me to go across the border. you know, there's no regret, there's nothing but happiness. And these are the spiritual giants that inspire my life, and you're one of them, and there are many, many more. So I just want to thank you deeply for this, and I can't wait to share this with the rest of the world. And so many blessings to you and your family.
Thank you. Thank you, Sai.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure to be with you. And yeah, my hopes, besides compassion and loving kindness, is for the borders in life to go back to traveling so we can meet.
Yes, absolutely. I'm dying for the full apple. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Love to your family, darling.
To you too. Bye.
Bye. Bye.